In this video, I'm going to go through GCSE Maths AQA Paper 3. This video is designed to be a revision video, so it's going to be a fast-paced walkthrough. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section. In this video, I'm going to get a passing grade 4. Let's get straight into it. Solve 5x is 15. So if we divide this side by 5, divide this side by 5, that gives x equals 3. Y plus 7 is 50. Take away 7 from this side, take away 7 from this side, so y equals 43. C divided by 4 is 8, so we times this side by 4, times this side by 4, and that gives us C is 32. Here is a list of numbers. Write down the mode. So the mode is the one that appears the most, so that is 4. The median, so we have to put these in order. So that's 2, 4, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12, 15. Cross out the first one and the last one, second one, second from last. That gives us 2 in the middle, so the median is halfway between, so it is 9. Work out the range, so the range is the largest, take away the smallest, so that's 15, take away 2 gives us 13. A fair spinner with 5 sections is spun. Complete these statements. The most likely to land on section D, because that's the biggest. The spinner is equally likely to land on sections A and E, because they are the same size. Question 3b. 2 different spinners are spun. One spinner has sections labelled with colours. The other spinner has labels labelled with numbers. Here is a list of the possible outcomes. Show the possible sections on the 2 spinners. So we have colour is going to be equal. So we could have red, blue and green. And for the numbers, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. A reel holds 9.5 metres of ribbon. 2 pieces of ribbons are cut from the reel. Each piece is 20 centimetres long. What length is left? So we're going to begin by 9.5 metres, and we're going to take away from that the 2 pieces of 20 centimetres. So 20 centimetres, if we divide that by 100, gives us 0.2 of a metre. We've got 2 of those, so that is going to be 0.4. So we've got 9.5 metres, take away 0.4, gives us 9.1 metres. The term-to-term rule for a sequence is subtract 1, then multiply it by 5. If the first term is 4, we're going to take away 1 and then times by 5, so that's going to give us 15. The next term, we're going to start with 15. We're going to take away 1 to get 14, times by 5, and that's going to give us 70. The term-to-term rule for different sequences, add 20, then divide by 2. The second term is 50, work out the first term. So we don't know the first number, but we've added 20, and then we've divided by 2, and the answer is 50. If we work back, 50 times 2 gives us 100. Then we're going to take away 20, so the answer is going to be 80. Quick interruption. I've made a free checklist of the 100 skills you need to learn to get a grade 4 and pass Foundation GCSE Maths. You just print it, tick the skills you know, circle the ones you don't know, and suddenly you've got a clear step-by-step plan to get to a grade 4. To grab it, click the first link in this video's description now, and I'll send you the 100 skills checklist for free. Alright, back to the video. Scarlett leaves home at 10 o'clock to cycle to the supermarket. Here is part of the distance time graph for her trip to the supermarket. She arrives at the supermarket at 10:20. How far is it away? So if we go up to 10:20, that is going to be 7 kilometres away. She leaves the supermarket at 10:35. How long does she stay at the supermarket? 15 minutes. Now she cycles at a constant speed using the same route. It takes her 3 minutes longer than her journey to the supermarket. So if she starts at 10:35, we're going to add 23, and that's going to take us to 10:58. So we need to go back and we need to draw the graph so that she arrives at 10:58. So that is going to be here. You're going to use your ruler and draw a line down to there. This week Liam works 25 hours at £10.20 an hour and extra hours at the weekend at £11.80 per hour. Here are the hours he works. In total, how much is he paid? So he's done 25 hours at £10.20, so that totals £255. On Saturday, he did 3 times £11.80, 3 hours overtime, so that gave him £35.40. On Sunday, he did 2 hours at £11.80, which gives us £23.60. If we add all those together, it gives us a total of £314. 3 oranges have masses of 60, 70 and 85 grams. Show that their total mass is between 1/5 and 1/4 of a kilogram. So if we add those 3 masses together, we get 215 grams, which equals, if we change it to kilograms, 0.215 kilograms. Now, if we look at 1/5 of a kilogram is equal to 0.2, and 1/4 of a kilogram would equal 0.25. So we have shown that that is in between those two answers. For each statement, tick the correct box. One of the 3 angles of a triangle is 90 degrees is sometimes true. One of the 3 angles of a triangle is obtuse is sometimes true. And one of the 3 angles in a triangle is a reflex. That is not possible. We cannot make a triangle if one is bigger, if one is a reflex. 10a, simplify p squared times p. That's going to be, add the indices, p to the power of 3. Simplify fully. Well, 3a take away a is 2a, and 5c add 6c gives us 11c. 2 angles around a point are shown. The angles are in the ratio 2 to 7 show that the larger angle is 280. So if I draw my ratio box, my ratio is 2 to 7. That gives me a total ratio of 9. Show that the largest angle is 280. Well, we know that angles, all the angles around a point total 360. So we're going to times this one by 40. We're going to times this by 40 to get 80. And 7 times 40 is 280. So we have shown. Work out a possible pair of values for C and D. So that possible, C has got to be greater than 4, D has got to be less than 4, and C minus D is 6. So we could have C is 7 and D is 1. W is greater than 1 and less than 2. X is greater than 0 and less than 1. What could we use? We could have 1.9 and 0.7. Here are 3 straight lines. Now we can see we have got 2 lines crossing 1 line. Are the lines A, B and C, D parallel? Well, if this one is 95, it means that this angle here is 85. And if this angle here is 105, this one is 75. Now, if these 2 lines were parallel, those 2 angles would be the same. They're not the same, so they are not parallel. Match the algebra to the correct description. So 5a equals 20 is an equation. 4b is greater than 20 is an inequality. And 2c add 2c, can you see this symbol here? That means it's an identity. Popcorn is sold in bags. 8 small bags have a total mass of 496. So one of those small bags would be 496 divided by 8, which is 62 grams each. Now we know that 5 small bags and 2 large bags have a mass of this, and we know that the small bag is 62. So 5 smalls would be 5 times 62. And we're going to add 2 of the large bags, so 2L, and that has to equal 638. 5 times 62 is 310, so if I subtract 310 from both sides, I get 2 large equals 328. So 1 large must be 328 divided by 2, which is 164 grams. The rectangle and the triangle have the same area. So to find the area of a triangle, it's base times height divided by 2. So 12 times 16 divided by 2 gives me the answer of 96. Now that means the area of the rectangle is also 96, and we know length times height would give us 96. So L times 7.5 gives us 96. So the length would equal 96 divided by 7.5, which is 12.8 centimetres. Match the name to the correct sequence. A quadratic sequence has already been done. Now a linear sequence goes up by the same amount each time. So this one, 4 add 1 gives us 5. 5 add 4 gives us 9. So that's not a linear sequence. This one goes from 3 to 1, so we're adding 4. 1 to 5, we're adding 4. 5 to 9, we're adding 4. So this one is our linear sequence. Now a Fibonacci, we add the 2 previous numbers. So if we add 4, add 5, it gives us 9. If we add 5, add 9, it gives us 14. And if we add 9 and 14, it gives us 23. So that one is our Fibonacci sequence. The number of hedgehogs in England is expected to reduce by 4% each year. Assume there are now 1 million hedgehogs in England. Work out the expected number of hedgehogs after 5 years. Okay, so we're going to start with, this is our compound interest. So our start amount times the multiplier, which is 1 add or subtract the percentage as a decimal. So that's 1, we're going to take away because we're reducing it. 4% as a decimal is 0.04 to the power of the number of years, which is 5. So if we work that out in our calculator, we get the answer 815373. Before you click off, if Foundation GCSE Maths still feels like this huge confusing topic, I've made something that will help. I've put together a free checklist of the 100 skills you need to learn to get a grade 4 pass in Foundation GCSE Maths. You just print it, tick the skills you know, circle the ones you don't, and straight away you've got a clear step-by-step plan to get that grade 4. To get it, click the 100 skills checklist link in this video's description. Now enter your details and I'll send you the 100 skills checklist for free, so you can start using it today. Thanks for watching.